It's been 10 years since the financial crisis of 2008. It was called a crisis of capitalism, and people looked to what alternative there might be, and some even suggested socialism. Yes, well, capitalism has endured the Great Depression and it's endured the financial crisis. Two major incidents. Socialism has been tried many times and has failed every single time. So it doesn't look as though socialism is the replacement. Were there any lessons from the crisis that we can apply? Well, first of all, let's look at what caused it. Low interest rates. Why were interest rates low? Because Alan Greenspan, chairman of the Fed, was trying to smooth the economy. He was trying to iron out the ups and downs, the business failures, the unemployment that results from the normal cyclical things as the market goes up and down. He wanted it on a smooth, constant upward curve, and that was electorally popular too. Okay, there was heavy-handed government intervention. Government intervened to make sure that lenders were forced to provide mortgages to low-income people, some of whom could not really afford to pay. Now, these so-called subprime mortgages were packaged with others into securities, many of which were bought by those quasi-government housing agencies, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and nobody knew the degree of risk that was contained in them. So the housing bubble burst, and people, institutions, and even banks found they could not afford to meet their obligations. So, oh yes, the low interest rates also persuaded people to become indebted because they thought they could make more money on borrowed money, and so the level of indebtedness rose to astronomical levels. Are there lessons we can learn? Yes. The low interest rates, government heavy-handed intervention, and the level of excessive indebtedness are things we should avoid in future. Do we think people will learn those lessons? Well, it remains to be seen.